and kiddos and everybody else. Welcome to tonight's ASMR experience, where we are back in my bedroom with fluffy mics. It's been a little while since I've done a video quite like this. And if you're new to this channel, then welcome. I hope you enjoy this style of video. So before we get into the nitty-gritty, I just want to help you guys relax this Monday evening. Sometimes Mondays are just those days where we realize how much we have to do for the week. It's just a hard day sometimes to get through. And I find myself on a Monday night, is it a Monday or a Sunday, I really struggle to sleep because I'm like, got this to do. So let's just get rid of that right now, guys. So just breathe in for me. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And breathe in and out. Just let all that stress fade far, far, far away. Far, far, far away. Now I also would like to know tonight what your opinions are of these fluffy mics. Whether you would like to see them more in video, or whether you prefer the classic setup that I have, which is normally these two mics without fluffiness, and a 3DO normally sits there, but to make a really good binaural sound, I just have two mics today. And there's so it's almost like petting a dog. Wherever I'm petting my microphones. Now I'm going to take you somewhere far away. Far away. Well, it might be close to me here, but for me, far away. And I want you to just close your eyes while we create a little scene in your head to help you relax. I want you to listen. Can you hear the people walking past? Chatting, little busybodies, couples sauntering by. The sound of water, and a little boat the street centers go once they finish for the day? Do they go to paint more? Who's on the site seeing boat that drifts gently past? And what about you? What's your story? Why are you embarrassed? Who are you embarrassed with? You decide. It's your dream after all. I love to imagine. Ever since I was a little girl, I always had a very strong imagination. Of course, many of us will have made up stories with toys, but I've always loved imagining scenarios, just sometimes to get me out of the stress of life. It can be really useful to just imagine. Sometimes when I'm really stressed, I will go for a walk, and along the walk, I'll just imagine what ifs. When you imagine, you can take yourself anywhere. You can do anything, and that small might be half an hour, might be a full night long if you're dreaming, can be enough to help you just de-stress and just understand or realize there's so much more to life than our current situation. And I always remember I used to just, I don't know what it was, I just loved imagining. I remember when I was a teenager, I really, like a young teenager, I was really obsessed with imagining and writing it. So I kept trying to write books, making up stories. I'd get to different chapters. I'd spend so long creating these stories and books that I'm amazed that I didn't end up going on to study literature or some sort of English degree. Instead, I went down the medical route. But even now, as I've said to you guys before, I definitely would love to spend time making some sleep stories unique to this channel, designed to help you imagine. That's what's key. Imagine. Your imagination to help you forget, just for a moment, the stress and worries that you may have. But I'm sure many of you, like me, have different things that you've always wanted to do, but have never found the right time. You're too busy with life, work, school. Perhaps you're still at school. Perhaps you're not working, but perhaps your mind hasn't let you focus on doing what you want to do. Perhaps you are struggling in different ways, and again, that's not allowed you to do the things that you would like to do. Maybe some of you have always wanted to make your own song or write a book or poem like me. And perhaps you've always wanted to learn an instrument or a new sport. Or maybe you just want to pack up and travel the world. Well, I'm confident that at some point you will find time. You'll learn that language. You'll maybe go back to study. You'll write that book. Or create that song. It'll come. I'm sure of it. Because we all have talents, even if you feel like you're somebody without any. You do. There is something you're good at. You have to really think. Think, what are you good at? What has somebody told you before that you're good at? What do you like to do? You might be really good at playing video games, and that's pretty cool, because I'm terrible. As much as I would love to be good, I'd like to have more time to play video games actually. I think it would be so much fun. Maybe that's what I'll do this evening. Put some time aside to play the Xbox. Yes, I have an Xbox, not PS4, or it's a PS5 now. I have an Xbox One. I still haven't got through the full Mass Effect remaster either. The latest game I was playing was I got like a combo set for like Call of Duty. It's got loads of different ones on it, but I was like really enjoying like the zombie ones, so I thought they were good fun. So I've been enjoying playing them online, but I haven't played them in a little while. I say a little while. I haven't properly sat down and spent lots of hours on it since maybe Christmas time when I had time off. I'm also a huge lover of The Sims, but unfortunately my laptop doesn't have enough memory to host The Sims at the moment and create these videos for you guys. So I have purchased all of The Sims 4 different packs. So I have them on my Origin account, but I need a new laptop or like a proper hard drive. I'm gonna have a good look into hard drives because I did get one, but it didn't work with my laptop. So I need to have a good look because I think that would be probably the next best thing, and see if I can put Sims on the hard drive, or even the my files. But what I found was when I tried to export videos to the hard drive, it basically just wouldn't happen. It would be like, okay, this is gonna take like 24 hours to export rather than like 30 minutes. So I need to figure that one out. Maybe you guys know, that's why I'm telling you, because maybe somebody, one of you guys watching this, maybe you are an expert in this and you know how I can expand my memory. Or it's not memory, is it? It's storage. That will allow me to keep the normal processing times. So let me know in the comments below if you have any idea or a suggestion for a type of hard drive to get. Well, we're going to move on. I know this has been quite like kind of me and you, but we're going to do some triggers as well on the microphones. I know you guys love some triggers as well. I've got some bits and bobs, and I do also, or may also, have a little appearance from some of your favorite poems, or some of my favorite poems, or sleep songs, whatever you guys want to call them. Okay. first of all, we have this very gentle brush. Brush you. You beautiful soul. And I was thinking earlier when I said about what somebody told you that you're good at, and I realised perhaps nobody's ever said that to you before. And that doesn't mean that you're not good at something. That just means, unfortunately, some of the people in your life haven't valued you the way that you should be valued. But I can assure you that there will be something that you're good at and that you are valued and loved. Very, very much. Very, very, very much. What do you think of the brush? Is it your cup of tea? Now, I know some of you had said in a channel membership video that I was going to be doing impersonations of other ASMR artists for tonight's video, but it takes a little bit longer than expected, so we do not have that today, but next Monday keep an eye out, because we're going to do some impressions for you. This here is one of my favourite ever triggers. I don't know how it's going to sound on the fluffy mics though, but basically the idea with this is you like gently rub it in to the microphone and it makes, sorry, a really cute noise. I'm going to just stand for this one, and I know this creaks all over the place, so I apologise, but I'm going to stand, get nice and up close to you, so I can do this. refused to go out with the doggy man. The doggy man is a kind of dog walker. He takes all the dogs to like a big enclosed field and they play. It's like doggy daycare. So I call him the doggy man. And I say that to my dogs. Like, the doggy man is coming. And they get really excited. But she refused to go out this morning. She was like, I'm not going. So he came really early, so I was still in my pajamas. So I had to put my slippers on and just go and pick her up and take her to the van outside. In the pouring rain and wind. So I wasn't too impressed with her this morning, but then I thought, well, no wonder I wouldn't want to go out in that storm. Do any of you guys have doggies, and do you send them to like doggy daycare or like a dog walker? And do they like the rain? Hugo doesn't mind the rain, my bigger dog. If you're new here, I've got a big dog called, he's an Alaskan Malamute, and he is like fine with the rain. He'll go outside in any weather. It's just the little one, she's fuzzy. She's like, nope. I've got some ice globes as well, so I'm just going to sit back on this. And then I'll do one little sleep poem for you. I just love the sounds of this. Okay, what sleep poem am I going to read to you today? Okay, this is called Night by William Blake. The sun descending in the west, the evening star does shine. The birds are silent in their nest, and I must seek for mine. The moon like a flower in heaven's high bower, with silent delight sits and smiles on the night. Farewell, green fields and happy groves, where flocks of took delight, where lambs have nibbled silent moves, the feet of angels bright. Unseen they pour blessing and joy without ceasing on each bud and blossom and each sleeping bosom. They look in every thoughtless nest where birds are covered warm. They visit caves of every beast to keep them all from harm. If they see any weeping that should have been sleeping, they pour sleep on their head and sit down by their bed. When wolves and tigers howl for prey, they pitying stand and weep, seeking to drive their thirst away and keep them from the sheep. But if they rush dreadful, the angels most heedful receive each mild spirit new what else to inherit. And there the lion's ruddy eyes shall flow with tears of gold, and pitying the tender cries and walking round the fold, seeing wrath by his meekness and by his help sickness is driven away from our immortal day. And now beside thee, bleating lamb, I can lie down and sleep, or think on him who bore thy name, graze after thee and weep. For washed in life's river, my bright mane forever shall shine